Всем привет, с вами снова Кокос, и мы продолжаем проходить игру Mass Effect Andromeda. В этой серии, я думаю, надо будет поболтать со всей командой, чтобы не упустить диалоги.
I've seen a lot of shit in my life, but that vault certainly was a first. Things are gonna be interesting with you around, kid.
Да, я стараюсь быть таким.
Doesn't matter what life throws at me. It's what I make of it, right?
You keep that going, you just might live as long as I have. Minus 0 at the end.
Also, don't call me kid.
Oops.
Я же просил не называть меня малыш. Расскажи о себе.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
Ты знаешь Ветру?
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he?
Ну да.
Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
Да, я в этом...
She
Ого-го.
really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Так, а ну-ка.
How did you and Vetra...
I tried to intimidate her, and
Ну, это понятно.
they're both still
вот это, да?
laughing at me
Колония
over
Кроганов.
that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going, self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Так, боевой опыт.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000
Более
years.
1000... Да ты
Don't even
старикан!
know how I'm still alive. To be
Кроган
honest.
старпер!
Skill?
It ain't luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Окей, я учту. Восстание.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business.
Ну да, вы бы
Spender,
потребовали у него
Addison's assistant,
больше
lied
голосов,
about the
да?
deal, and Tan came down hard. Too
Вас
hard.
обманули.
So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
Do you think Cash can handle station politics?
Kesh can handle anything. Thing is, Spender's a liar and a coward. He was part of the mutiny, I know he was. A lot of people got hurt because of him, on both sides.
Окей, мы
So, what's
навестим
my
его.
part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Окей, давай еще какую-нибудь
Got any
военную
stories
шутку.
or advice to share?
Does a piejack scratch its butt?
Давай.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that
Обреченные?
hides them from view. They're friends too.
В тумане.
Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask
Окей.
me.
Приоритет брать.
Perfect for grenade practice.
Понял. Потом еще спрошу что-нибудь.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
И не называй меня Кит. Так. Нет, ну-ка через верх пойдем. Ага, тут у нас вы сидите.
I'm in the galley when you're free.
Так, с тобой? Кора, мы уже вроде разговаривали, да? У тебя ничего нового?
Back again?
Так, поеду. Ой, да.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
У нас еще много членов экипажа, с которыми мы даже не стыковались после первой выполненной миссии. Поэтому надо это исправить. Ну давай уже, пропускай меня. Так, а здесь никто не стоит? Окей. И пыжак куда-то ускакал. Ну, Фиби.
So Vetra, I hear this joker beat you at poker too.
Where'd you hear that? The little Brody told her.
A gloating Brody.
Броди.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
Твой текущий проект?
You really won't tell me what you're working on.
That's right. Next question.
У тебя есть кто-нибудь близкий?
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. Now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
Звучит одиноко.
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
Окей.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. That ex-friend I mentioned, my accomplice, she finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
Фу.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
Уху.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than
Ну
that.
да, что-то я глупый
There's so
какой-то
much
вопрос
to
задал.
discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
Команда?
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old.
Старый.
Wonder if he can
Old.
still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
Моя очередь говорить или ты скажешь, Сижи?
Oh, is it my turn to talk?
Sorry. Yeah, I should work on my motor.
You might find that people reveal themselves more freely if you give them a chance. Cora included.
Really good advice.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
Ну, круто.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Развлекайся.
Don't be a stranger.
Так.
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Это не трущобы.
Hey, this is the most important part of the ship.
Whoa, don't tell me they put someone smart in charge for a change. I am at your command.
Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
Обалдеть,
I
как
can
он
coax more out
разговаривает.
of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now.
Окей.
It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked and idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
Не ты один.
I doubt you were the only one.
Yes, but it's a new thing for me, regret. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
Воу! Не, Чувак, ты не в моем вкусе, пока не появился ты. Дело-то совсем не в мне. Ты найдешь свою цель в жизни. Давай.
We're exploring this cluster, eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Так.
Long time no chat. What's up?
Буря.
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudged reports to come in early, then pass a secret to make
Серьезно?
up for him. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
Зачем ты мне это рассказал?
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
Окей. Nexus.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Тебе приходилось пробовать пережаренный язык космической коровы? Нет.
Can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation, imagining which would be worse. But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps.
Чё по поводу экипажа?
Seems like we have a good group here.
Сейчас что-нибудь Колу, да,
Veteran
скажет?
Suvia, my girls. Get along well. Lots of
Окей.
mutual respect.
Кол.
PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting.
Кола.
And Drax my kind of guy. Brash.
Напоследок.
Takes no shit.
Дерзкий,
As
честный.
far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
Слишком педантично. И это хорошо.
By the book keeps us alive.
Hey, variety's the spice of life, right? Different strokes makes for healthy debate.
What about Callow?
He's
Да-да-да.
a pilot.
Which means...
Всё.
He flies the ship.
Meaning of that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Напряженные у них отношения с Кало. Он пилот. Управляет кораблем. И это все. Так. Так, здесь нет никого. Здесь тоже нет никого. В каморках. Точно.
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
Ветра.
Is Ryder there? Hey, Ryder.
You know each other?
А, да, познакомились.
We met on the Nexus.
Oh, really? Did you embarrass me, Sid?
No, I definitely didn't tell the Pathfinder all your disgusting habits.
Эй, а рассказать мне?
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
А то... кое-что засекречено? Нет. Да, вот так.
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving. And everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone, ugh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
Найти дом.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
Ты видела восстание?
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't. And that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
Что за неофициальные
You
каналы?
talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who. And what they're willing to take in exchange.
Слишком просто
It
звучит.
can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
Эх. Воу. Ну ладно, спросим.
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean, someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh.
О,
No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
да, времени нет.
Like you said, who has time?
Eventually things will settle down a bit. Hopefully. Or we'll be dead. Anyway.
Как ты приспособилась к
How
инициативе?
did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually I figured out something was going on. Something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
Ладно,
You probably
работай.
have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Окей. Так. Какие товары у нее все. Эх, контрабандистка. Так, здесь у нас кто сидит? Диван. Лиам.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omniblade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
6% выигрыша, да? Так. Откуда у тебя диван?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your alliance days much?
Что еще за понт?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy urban search terrain 1.
Ага.
Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit.
Прям межпланетную.
HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
Я в этом времени не думал.
I put it behind me after Dad's work went sour. It was a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
Nope. Так, мечта о приключениях, нужно было покончить с прежней жизнью. Да ладно, ну чё, все мы говорим о приключениях.
Exploring, hunting dangers in the dark. Didn't happen. Couldn't. But here, everything's new. And I want to see it all.
Ah, I don't hear idealist a lot. Everyone's cynical.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
Ну, мы можем... Так, ладно, вот это.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered, you got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
Так. Это все?
Prodromos.
Продромус.
Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
Мои навыки первопроходца.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
Ага. То есть сейчас ничего ты не можешь об этом говорить, да? Окей, а тебе?
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
На тебе можно порадоваться.
You found your place. Not everyone gets that.
I knew it. Glad for it every day. And that led me here.
А семья?
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin. Both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Traditional is a weird term for family. Like normal. Who's that describe?
I suppose you're right. I sure didn't keep to tradition. I said goodbye to my mom and dad and got on a ship to Andromeda.
Да.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Прощаться и улетать 600 лет. Не знаю. Думаю, это сложно. То есть у моего персонажа все проще. Он взял их всех с собой. Так. Ну, вроде как. Туда, туда, туда. Туда. Посетили. Доктор. Мы с вами болтали?
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
Карьера врача?
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Вау, тут каждого прям, да? Метод сортировки.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Хо.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury
Это я
himself in the
заметил уже.
nomad than tackle emotions head on.
Да. А чё Суви?
Suvi okay?
Наша
Suvi's
набожная
strong sense of faith keeps her
Вера,
grounded.
да-да-да.
I'm not spiritual, but there's a beauty in how her mind rationalizes religion and science.
Что просто звучит уже как-то друг друга опровергающе. Наука и вера. Ладно, Лиам.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
Хотя, так и говорится, да, ведь, что мы не можем объяснить, то им остается просто верить. Или мы верим в то, что наука просто еще не успела объяснить. Окей. Так, инопланетяне в команде.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Биби.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Но не в коридоре же. Ветра.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
Келло.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Драк.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Хорошо.
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Thanks for the insight.
Попробуй запомнить, что не надо рассказывать. Так, фрагменты воспоминаний.
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this.
Да, интересно то, что я с доктором начал более сильно откровенничать. Я уже никому не рассказывал. Дружба с Гарри.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis.
Артрит.
We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
Если кто не в курсе, Гарри это тот, который был первоначально, то есть приписан к нашему кораблю, но сейчас он присматривает за сестрой. Служба на Гиперионе.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
Так, хорошо.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Такс. Так, с Кроганом мы вроде как уже дошутились, да?
Pathfinder.
Да. Ладно, может, вряд ли он там сейчас что-то толковое сказал. Так. Пиби не вернулась. Ну и ладно. Так, вот с тобой мы еще вроде как не поговорили.
Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Попробуем не шутить, возможно, углубляется в землю.
With what it has to do, it could go thousands of miles below the surface of the planet.
Or completely span it. An underground network. Just a thought, of course. I wouldn't even know where to start hypothesizing how it all works. The remnant builders, whoever, whatever they were, accomplished something far beyond us.
Так, научная группа на Нексусе.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
Так, а сканы?
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding? Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The Initiative obtained data from an array in deep space. A Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
A what now?
It operated like a telescope, just faster than light. It provided much more up-to-date info. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
Свалить они от нас хотели, вот и смотрели куда. Так, а отец об этом знал?
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationist and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
Терраформирование.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
Да, звучит круто. Скверно.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
Я думал, это кеты. Твоя вера?
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist?
Да, вот
Convinced me
как-то не
even more,
сходится.
especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist. An inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
Ладно, интересная
I should
теория.
get back to things.
Sounds good?
Так. Кала, а мы с тобой
Hello,
полностью
Gil.
все обсудили?
When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Походу, он его
What can I
раздражает.
do for you?
Вы с Гилом ругаетесь?
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
Что думаешь об остальных?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
No, if I gossip anymore, I'll
Ну,
get in trouble.
понятно, понятно. Потом подойду. Есть что рассказать про бурю?
Tell me something else about the ship.
The
Интересное.
glass on board? It's actually a clear oxide and nanofiber compound.
Оксидов и
It bends
нановолокна.
rather than shattering.
How tough is it? We're only an arm's length away from hard vacuum.
Our testing involved 3 drunk Krogan with sledgehammers and a C-sec battering ram.
Ну, если 3 пьяных
I'll let you concentrate.
Крогана не смогли сломать,
where I'll
значит,
be.
все тип-топ. Значит, там ничего не грозит. Так, на этом серию мы заканчиваем, потому что таймер уже вышел. Мы сумели поговорить со всей командой, то есть обсудить и их, скажем так, мнение о предстоящей миссии, и какие-то их внутренние переживания. Для этой игры это просто необходимо, то есть знать вот эти моменты, сопереживать и тому подобное. Ну, это, конечно, лично мое мнение, но, по крайней мере, я считаю так. Так что всем спасибо за просмотр, надеюсь, вам понравилось. Ставьте лайки, комментируйте, подписывайтесь на канал. И до новых встреч в новых сериях. Полетим дальше осваивать эту галактику. Пока-пока.